Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. I'm a little out of it right now. I recorded the first episode of this. I plan on doing a Swordcoast Stratagems run, which I've never done before. I was all excited and everything. And then I recorded the whole first episode, and something went horribly wrong with the recording, and the screen you're seeing right now was the whole video. You could see my cursor moving and changing, you could hear my voice throughout the whole thing, but the screen didn't change. I messed around with the recording, I think I've fixed the problem, but now I just have to re-record the whole first episode. So here's the starting thing. I could take it a little farther than I did the last one, because now I don't have to wait through the character creation. Here's the party that I've built. We have an Inquisitor, a Berserker, a Mage, a Swashbuckler, a Priest of Lathander, and then a Fighter Druid, who has not the greatest stats, particularly his Constitution. I'm planning... So, here's the deal. I have the Baldur's Gate tweaks installed as well, but this is mainly for the Swordcoast Stratagems, which I have never played through with, and don't know all that much about. I did not install every component, but I installed the vast majority of them. Anything that I believed would make the game more challenging, let's say. I wouldn't just say more difficult, because you could easily make it more difficult, but it's to make it more challenging. And I have it on hardcore. That might have to change later, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So I made a party with the express intent of beating the game. Like, we're not here to roleplay, I'm not here for a balanced adventure or anything. We're here to win. So if my party seems like it's a bit of an overpowered setup, that's maybe because it is. But it might be not as strong as I think it is, too. I consider myself okay, or pretty good at the game, but, like, I'm clearly not the best. And there are people who have metagamed this thing into the ground. So I gotta redo the whole first episode. I know pretty much everything that's going to come at me, as well as the few things that have changed. So I don't know if every mod, or every part of the mod, took effect properly. Some of them I've had trouble with in the past. I do use this to explore everything. Pretty much all of the same ways that I play the game from my no-pause run, I've carried over into this. I still have the tweaks installed. There's no XP cap. Multi-class fighters can use... They get more than 2 proficiencies in any weapon, because I think that makes sense. I don't know, I don't feel like going through the whole list of those kinds of rules. If you want to hear that, you can go to my no-pause run and just listen to the start of it, because I pretty much lay everything out.
Hello there.
And another thing. Anyone that wants to watch these things for any entertainment, I mean, that's why I make them, is for entertainment. And I'm happy to listen to almost anything anyone has to say. However, the people who try to gatekeep the game and tell me how to play it, I do not take kindly to. I'm not going to pretend that I respect that view at all. There is no reason to try to control the way other people play a game, and gatekeepers are just, frankly, the worst. So, if you're going to be that kind of a person, feel free to screw off, go somewhere else, watch something else, and shut up. If you're not a gatekeeper, then you're as welcome as everyone else is.
What do you need?
I know that a lot of people, especially on this platform, are worried about making enemies or alienating people. That's not my goal to. It's not my goal to do that, but... Actually, no, that's exactly what it is. It's not my goal to alienate everyone. It is my goal to alienate a certain group of people. The horrible jerk people who believe that it is their place to control the way other people live in every little aspect of everything.
A waste of my talent.
It shall be as you wish.
Actually, I think it's up here, isn't it? Yes. So, when I played through for my last episode, well, for this episode that I recorded the first time, I killed Tarnesh, and that was where I ended the episode. I plan on getting there, and then just doing the rest of the friendly arm stuff.
Our rules are very
No sooner said than done.
Let's see if we can find Tethtora while I'm
No sooner
down
said
here.
than done. Of course.
So, the Priest of Ogma,
Hiya, it's me,
would not move the last time I was here. He just sort of perpetually stood there, so I could
No
not
sooner said than done.
get into this thing. Yeah, no, I don't think he moves
These
anymore.
walls
But I can get
contain
one
the
potion out of him.
world's knowledge.
Greetings, young one.
Alright.
All right, all right.
So our spell setup is
It's me, Emmoen.
pretty basic. We have all the Icewind Dale spells now, which is super cool. Healing spells have been redone. I don't know the full extent of every change. I only know some of them.
All right, all right.
I did not make
Alright,
it so that
alright.
magical ammo is less common, because I need magical ammo early on in the game to do certain things. And if it's gone, that's an issue.
All right, all right.
I have a blade with your name on it.
But I don't think that'll make that big a
Alright,
difference.
alright.
Regular magical weapons are far less common, I believe. A bunch of them have been replaced with non-magical fine variants that get the same bonuses, but aren't magical. Which means they can't strike magical creatures, and I think they might still be vulnerable to the Iron Crisis. I'm not entirely clear on that.
Very well.
I should have joined the army.
Like right there. He gave me an excellent dagger. It's not magical, and it's worth 1/3 as much as a +1 dagger he usually gives.
If you insist.
It is pretty cool, because when you think about a mod called Swordco Stratagems, you would assume it was just about, like, enemy intelligence. But the fact that they made so many changes to the world and the game as well, to just kind of make more sense, is really cool. And when you think about it, a lot of the things that Baldur's Gate
Very well.
could have done better, I wouldn't say particularly did wrong, but a lot of the things they could have done better is obvious now, but back in the day, they didn't have much to measure their work by. I mean, they were one of the first, and one of the first big ones, as far as action RPGs go. If you could even call it that. I mean, RPGs in general were not a common thing at all.
Right. All right, all right.
It's good to see there's a modding community that's well and alive, though.
Very well.
And I'm excited to see just how big a difference this mod has. I know a few of the
You
things
insist.
about it. I've seen people talk about it. I did some initial testing with the mod just to see if things worked right. And honestly, I've had trouble with
You
mods,
insist.
especially for this game in the past, where they don't work right. Like, I think they do, but then components are missing sometimes. Oh yeah. Wizard auto-learns spells 100% of the time without ever failing, just to make things more convenient for me. Quality of life changes I always try to make. Potions and rings and stuff and necklaces and gems all stack up to an infinite amount. Ammo can stack up to 120, not infinitely, but a lot. Just so I have to switch it out less. Bags are in more convenient locations. The only big gameplay ones are the proficiencies for the fighters, or for the dual class and multi-class fighters, the weapon skills for everyone, because everyone can get all the weapon skills, and the no XP cap. Those are the big gameplay changes, as far as the other stuff goes. And frankly, I think all of that just makes sense, and so I'm keeping it there. Not 19. 18. And we should now have enough money to pick up everything that we need. He only has one two-handed sword, unfortunately. Yeah, he just uses straight axes the whole way through. Get you some of that. Mages can use bucklers, and thieves can use small shields. I forgot to mention that as well, but that is another one of those tweaks, which doesn't make a ton of gameplay difference. It's like a little bonus, I guess, but I think it's just fun. And like I said, if other people don't like it, you're free to not like it, and I'm free to ignore you. I keep doing that. No, wait. Don't take this. Or a short bow. And I'll only need like 17 of these. Because Imoen and Montron give me the rest of that stuff. The Druid has a pretty terrible armor class, so he is going to need the chain. You might notice he can use everything. That's another one of the tweaks that I completely forgot about. Don't really care much for, but I have it anyway. Fighter, Druids, and Clerics, and just those two, I think. They can use everything that a fighter can use. I never really take advantage of that mod, but I do have it. That was when I initially got the mod, and I was so excited to see how everything worked and all the different stuff I could do. Because I've only recently got into modding on not just Baldur's Gate, really any games. I've never been a big, I don't know exactly what to say, a person who is involved with all that kind of stuff. I just got games and I played them. Yeah, he'll get the rest of his stuff soon enough. I also hold myself to no standard as far as exploits go. If I can figure out a way to make something easier for me, I'm just going to say this now.
All right.
I'm giving myself the authority to use it. I will take advantage of whatever I need to achieve victory. Because, near as I can tell, the game is significantly harder than it once was. I'm still kind of bugged that I have to redo the whole thing. I was all into it and excited and stuff, and then I played through the whole thing and went to examine the recording, and it was just one screen. I was extremely unhappy. Still am kind of unhappy about that, but I'm glad it happened on the first episode. I can just redo it, no problem.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you. Listen carefully. If we ever
Yeah,
become...
well, I've already
Let's
washed
have a
through all of this. Don't need to do it again.
Sorry that the dawn is...
And we're back.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Okay, I just need her gear, and then we'll boot her to the curb. I actually had to use that. Like, we beat Tarnesh, but it was pretty close. Oh, she had 40 arrows, not 20. Silly me. We beat Tarnesh, but he put the whole party to sleep, which I didn't know he had. Of course, that's kind of the point of SCS, isn't it? The mages have more abilities, and they use them almost randomly. Okay, yeah. I want no advanced AI on me, and none on him. They use abilities that you don't know they have all the time,
It shall be as you wish.
and they're all given a bunch of extra spells and stuff. I think some will probably have the Icewind Dale spells. Now, single mages aren't that bad. I have a Berserker and I have an Inquisitor, and there's very little that those two can't punch through without almost any effort. Tarnesh only put everyone to sleep because my fighter didn't go Berserk beforehand, because I thought, I'm not going to need it. What's he going to do? Cast Horror? Because that's all he ever did, and I completely forgot I was playing on ICS. See, it's going to take me some time to get used to that. The fact that mages can do anything. I'm going to have to keep my eyes open. The Inquisitor Dispel Magic has been nerfed. It's only 1.5 times your level instead of 2 times. Because, I mean, I understand why they get the big bonus. It's their whole thing. But it does make them quite overpowered. There's basically nothing they can't dispel once they hit an appropriate level. I mean, even at the level I'm at now, it'll dispel just about everything. Also, this is only like a turn, right? Yeah. I like the Icewind Dale. Protection against evil paladins get more that lasts for a day.
Very well.
Basically, they always have protection from evil active. I think that's cool.
Very well. Hello there.
But that's just my own paladin gushing. I like paladins. I think they're really cool. I love the class. I love all their special abilities and stuff. And the fact that, for what they represent, you know, they're the good guys. They fight for righteousness, protect the downtrodden, all that kind of stuff. I know paladins get a lot of hate nowadays, but I really like them. Okay, so we killed these guys. Just because I don't want to deal with the hassle of taking them into the party, and they're kind of the worst. Oh. Down he goes. Oh yeah, so I have 3 half-orcs. I have my berserker, my swashbuckler, and my fighter... No, not fighter cleric, just the cleric. And their names are Thrug, Thrag, and Threg. So, you know, get ready for the confusion. There we go.
If you insist.
So let's pick up that diamond.
If you insist.
Let's go kill that wolf and loot the attack site. Yeah, go after the fighter. He has the, like, 3 points better armor class than everyone else. I think this guy's... No, he's only got... Right, because he's wearing studded leather. The cleric will have the best armor class in the party, because he has an 18 dexterity. Because I didn't have to split it with anything else, and when you look at it, very simple to make. Not like the druid, who must have a 15 charisma. Alright.
All right.
Got a spare longsword for him. I try to keep spares of these things on hand, because anything can break at any point, and it's frankly hard to find spares for some stuff. Longswords are no problem, axes are no problem, but a greatsword, I don't even think Nashkel sells any. I was once playing through with what I can... Well, not what I consider, with what is the canon party. So I had Minsk in my party, and we were going to rescue Dinah here, and his sword broke. I didn't have another one. I just had to give him a halberd. And he killed everything with it. Because he's still Minsk. Yeah, it was quite the handful. My paladin has a terrible dexterity. Like, the worst dexterity. There's the gauntlets of dexterity that will fix that, but I have to actually reach them first. Until then, he's not going to have a great defense. But I'm planning for the future. It's why I gave a 15 dexterity to the druid, is so I can give him the tome later. And then he'll be able to... what is it? Yeah, then he'll get the better armor class. There we go. Lost my train of thought halfway through talking and was just kind of confused to myself. I always explore this area to its fullest, but there's never anything here. I don't even know why I do. I mean, there's like 2 bears, 2 wolves, and 2 gibberlines. And I kind of know where all of them are. Not specifics, but like there's a bear right here. Because there always is. And Threg's little sling stones do a lot of damage once you can actually hit the enemies with them. He's just a cleric, so he's slow and he's not very good with them. But when the enemy is commanded and is just, you know, asleep on the ground, they don't have a chance to do anything else. Yet, despite putting the whole party to sleep, Tarnesh did not kill us. He put the party to sleep, but had taken enough damage in the process that morale failed immediately and started to run. The guards ran up and cornered him, and my mage did not get put to sleep. He only had a sleep of his own, but he also had the wand, which one shot from killed him. And so we did win. I was feeling pretty good about myself, and a little impressed that the computer caught me off guard so quickly and so easily. Like, you forget the fact, because no one ever uses sleep. I don't know of anyone in this game that uses sleep other than me. And having it be the first spell that the enemy threw at me caught me completely off guard. I won't get caught off guard like that again, because I know what's going to happen, but he might try something else, also. That's one of the things. The mages have a little bit of randomness to their actions. Alright, in case we come across that second bear. I do not want to go up and fight it mano a mano. I don't know if the bears are faster or not either. That is supposed to be a component of the mod, but I've had trouble with that one in the past. It never seemed to work the way it was supposed to. Okay, didn't find a second bear. Pretty sure it's up here along the top somewhere. Maybe not, though. Might actually be down along the bottom. I'm not overly concerned. One bear's not going to make a difference.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
No gibberling attacked us this time. He can't identify anything just yet.
If you insist.
And I'm not going to clear out this whole area right now. I'll do that later. I am, however, going to clear out this little corner. I explore up to the road. The road kind of cuts off a little portion of the map, and then I just clear that out now. There isn't much in it. It's really just for completionist's sake. I like completing things. Which, if you've seen any of my other videos, you already know. I don't like leaving stuff that I can finish unfinished. Although, I don't know anyone that does like that. I know that there are some people who are fine with it. Although, not many. You know, when you get a game, you want to experience all the content that is in it. That's why you got it, is to play it. And so when stuff is left incomplete, you just kind of have a sour taste in your mouth because you want it to be done, and you can't. Alright, no wolf up here either. We got attacked by a wolf last time. Alright, I auto-clear the friendly arm.
Very well.
Just because it's a civilized area, and while it has some enemies, they're all scripted encounters, and I know where they are. Baragast and Nashkel and all the Baldur's Gate areas and all got speared auto-clear when you arrive. I have a mod that auto-clears the civilized areas, but for some reason it doesn't count the friendly arm as one of them.
If you insist.
Alright, let's go confront Tarnesh. We'll put him down. Then we'll clear out the friendly arm in area, and that'll be that. I don't think it'll be a very long episode, but my Baldur's Gate ones usually aren't. In fact, the Pillars of Eternity ones being as long as they were, because I just finished recording all the Pillars of Eternity stuff, those being as long as they were was not the norm at all, but it just, nothing felt off about it.
Friend?
With caution. Get over Let's give them a right thrash.
Okay, that was much simpler than last time.
All right.
Actually, give me the bounty notice as well. That's worth some gold.
If you insist.
Alright.
All right, all right.
Hey, friend.
No sooner
Good to
said than
meet a
done.
fine sod such as yourself.
I'm gonna have to save a lot, too, because I did not... some things have changed. Like, I tried to punch the dude in the upper room of Candlekeep and loot his chest the first time, and everyone in the inn turned hostile, which I wasn't expecting.
If you insist.
It's about then why do you bother me? Be gone.
All right, all right. If you insist.
Let's just get this guy to leave. Oh, no, different guy. Never mind.
Calm yourself, dear. We must proceed carefully.
Alright, give us your stuff. That's valuable. I think that goes to him.
All right, all right.
How long must we wait?
Can't have that giving me problems. There we go. I keep it off anyway down here in the corner, just because I don't like the advanced AI stuff. I like having complete control over what's going on.
Very well.
No funny business.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
If you insist.
Alright. Let's sell the rest of this stuff and equip the things that we need to. He doesn't need it as much, probably. But he's the next person in line, so he gets it anyway. Okay, so I don't think he has the gem bag. Yes, I do want that. Buckler's okay, but it's only a constitution point. Definitely not worth the money right now. And there's no reason to buy plate mail, because I'm just going to get more later.
All right, all right.
What I will do is loot the rest of this place.
Of course.
As much as I can, at least. And actually, let's put it into story mode while we're doing this. Just so that anything I can't pick, I can force open. Like I said, I don't restrict any of these things to myself. Now this is a problem, because I can't take it, because he's standing there.
You cannot get better than the stability
Okay.
stone walls provide. You cannot
A waste
get
of
better
my
than the stability
talents.
stone walls provide.
All right, all right.
Oh, I think I screwed up. But I have not quick saved recently.
Of course.
We'll see if I can give him the girdle anyway. It's only 800 experience, so it isn't a huge deal or anything.
No sooner said than done.
Early on, 800 is quite a bit. I'll give you that, but it's also a girdle that's really handy, so I'm not concerned that much about it. I do have to remember to let my paladin do the talking, though.
waste of my talents.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
If you insist.
A waste of my talents.
No time to chit-chat.
Very well.
Of course.
Right, so I don't need the golden pantaloons, because I'm not doing that. Little extra 100 experience, though. It's a nice little boost. Four arrows. Whoever designed some of this initial stuff in Baldur's Gate really had, like, weird intentions. And the amount of people that just carry weapons around... I guess they aren't very expensive weapons, right? Axes, frankly, should be worth much more than they are. I don't know why they're so cheap in this game, but whatever. But clubs, and I guess hammers, would be easy to get your hands on, and daggers, so people would just have them. You would need something for self-defense in this universe. It's so freaking dangerous all the time. Let's give these to the people who are most likely to be facing down the spiders. Normally the druid would. But since he has such tiny hit points, we're going to try to avoid keeping him on the front lines for a while.
Insist. Very well.
Right, now we don't need to go back to you. We have a quest to accomplish.
If you insist.
So the last thing I'll do this episode is kill off these hobgoblins and finish the little side quest here at the inn. One of the tweaks said reputation goes up half as much. Like half as often, so it takes twice as long to get there. I don't know what that means. If some quests just don't give you rep, or what.
All right, all right.
Yes?
Very well.
I believe the first little group of them is up here. The other ones are right over here. And the last ones are out here. We'll go kill them all. Hobgoblins aren't that bad. Although I tell you, on my no-pause run, not the first one, not the one that's now uploaded, because I've done 3. Not really runs, but one of them is the one that's on my channel right now. One of them was on my previous channel, and that's... Oh, they're right here. One of them was on my previous channel,
All right, all right.
which is now gone.
All right, all right.
And I had one that I got down just above Nashkel and then gave up because I lost like 2 lives immediately and was out of healing. That one was just a swashbuckler. And I had the problem, or encountered the problem, of having no helmet. And in that no-pause run, even if I had the best armor class available, if something rolled a 20, I was first level, and just a thief, something rolled a 20 like one of these hobgoblins, I couldn't stop the crit, which meant it did 4 times the damage, because I played on insane difficulty as well. So it was quite terrifying. Alright, let's just get them all together, and then we'll take care of them. Alright, this one's still up. Let's kill him.
I'm on it.
You go to work.
Get over here.
There we go.
All right, all right. Very well.
And just the last 2 over here.
Spare no onward march.
Oh, right. I forgot to talk about the parameters of what I'm playing as well. So I plan on going through Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2, and Throne of Ball. I am not going to play Siege of Dragonspear with these mods because playing Siege of Dragonspear normally is hassle enough. And so I just plan on beating this one, then going directly into Baldur's Gate 2. What are you doing? Guys, you can't... No. Why would they... There's no... I swear, sometimes this computer is really, really stupid. They're trying to go back up there. They're gonna... I don't even know what they're doing. Just, come on, I don't want to have to micromanage you all over the place. Cool doing it in combat. Outside of combat, it's just annoying. Yeah, that's not something that I missed while playing Pillars of Eternity. The poor pathfinding in these games is renowned. Like I said, they had no baseline. It was like 98 that this game was made, or before that even. It was a long time ago. Back when gaming was still a fledgling thing. Coming hot off the heels of Pillars of Eternity, though, you realize just the massive difference that good pathfinding makes, as well as being able to speed up the gameplay, so that you can go through, like what we just did, that long walk,
All right.
do that in a fifth of the time.
Very well. Of course. Of course.
Actually, I don't even need to worry about that.
You insist.
We're gonna go sell stuff anyway.
All right.
Alright, so we're just about finished with the first episode. Let's hope everything recorded well so I can put this one up here and just continue on. It's been a while since I've used the game recording feature on Bandicam, which is what I used to record. I've been using the screen recording one because
You must gather your party before
trying to record some things with the game recording one just wasn't working. So I had to figure something else out. Apparently, trying to use regular screen capture mode on Baldur's Gate just gets you the loading, like the menu screen, and nothing else. The screen will not progress. I ran through a number of small tests to try and determine if that's what was causing the problem, and it was. I recorded several other little things just to see if it would go past those, and it didn't. So yeah, if you're recording things for Baldur's Gate and you're using Bandicam, use the game recording function. Of course I can't.
All right.
Okay.
Very well.
Well, that's that then. Friendly arm is cleared. We're done with all the initial stuff. It felt a little informal. You guys didn't have to sit there through my character creation at least, and I think I got everything I wanted to say in. I am excited for this. I might not have sounded like it this episode. That's because I was demoralized just a little bit ago. I'll give it a little time. I'll be just fine getting into the swing of things. Seriously. Especially once we start encountering more things that are much more difficult. We're pretty much still in the prologue stage. Alright, but that is all for this one. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.